Hello and welcome. My name is Dioversai, and today we're going to go through the 4.5-star adventure, The Unforgiven. This is Yasuo. Special rules are Windswept Wanderers. When the player summons a follower that costs 2 or less, stun it, and Deadly. When the foe summons a unit, grant it stats equal to half its stats rounded up. The foe's spells and skills deal double damage. For this, I'm going to be using Aatrox because we just talked about him recently. So I think it'd be fun to just have him in existence and try him out. So we're using Crown Guard Inheritance, Stalker's Blade, and Disciple of Shadows to get him out quicker. And I have not done this yet, so this will be an experience. Let's go ahead and turn on our music. For power, round start rally is of course great. And the first thing is Sparring Students. This looks like an upgraded Sparring Student. Practice motions when a unit is summoned. Give its weakest ally +2/+2 this round. So when we're playing Aatrox, we want to keep a low-cost unit so that we can use an equipment on it. Now, one of the problems that we're going to be facing here is that when we summon it, it's going to get stunned, so we're not going to be able to attack. This might change the way we play units, so rather instead of playing this the 1 cost and putting the equipment on it, we can play a 2 cost because we can't use it anyway. That's a lot of Sparring Students. Sparring Student is not normally something that scares us, but when they're all getting massively boosted, it's definitely a little bit scarier. I do have the 4-star and 6-star powers for Aatrox, which means that my units get big when they have equipment on them. We're using Keeper of the Box here for the life steal. That way we can absorb this ridiculous attack. And let's go ahead and kill a Sparring Student. And regen a lot of the life back. Go ahead and drop Aatrox. Does do some damage to our board, but that's okay. As soon as Aatrox is on the board, we're usually feeling pretty good. Every time he strikes, we're going to reduce the cost of cards in hand, but we'll also get 2 hit points, so we can get back all the health that we lost. We also have second Keeper of Box in hand. We also have Deathbringer's Sweep. Could use World Ender here. Downside is our units are stunned, so we don't really take much advantage out of the rally from Crown Guard Inheritance. On the other hand, I think we might just be able to win the game, but we're gonna go ahead and try it. If not, we can just open attack next round, it should be the same. I think these should probably have had their costs lowered enough. Oh, that's funny. He gets stunned because with the cost reduction, he's less than 1 cost unit. Okay, well, mistakes were made. It's fine.
There is no music as soothing as silence.
Order of protection matter here. We might get hit with a stun though. They had concussive palm earlier.
Finally, I am freed of this madness.
That was definitely significantly harder than I would have expected from a Sparring Student node. So it'll be interesting to see what everything else has. Can take an extra copy of Forsaken Fakai. And both of these as supports have Reknar's Mark, which probably is not good. You can take the Egghead though for his mana gem. And then Spells Chest, Chamber of Renewal, and Item Chest. Chamber of Renewal sounds the best here. And we go into Stalking Wolf. I should probably read the power because it might be changed from its original version. So one of the problems that you can have with Aatrox is drawing too many equipments. So Frozen Earth round start, give the player's strongest ally vulnerable this round. I think that's the same. I think I want to pass here. Can't attack anywhere. Actually, I think we do have to play these. If we don't play Forsaken Fakai now, then we won't have them to block next round because of the stun. We can go ahead and do it twice. I wanted to use the ephemeral copies, but those aren't going to be useful ever. You can play Aatrox now. If I do that, all of my units are going to die, but it seems like maybe the best result anyway. I'll go ahead and take Deathless on Aatrox, which we picked up from Elder Dragon. You take a little bit of damage here, but it's not a big deal. Also, Elder Dragon might become playable because of Aatrox's effect. So we'll drop the Egghead Researcher here. I'm okay giving him the Darkened Blade right now.
Somehow splice together.
We'll just go ahead and attack. We could have attacked here, but I didn't, because I thought they were going to attack and I wanted to play defensive first. So that was a mistake. Go ahead and put the Darkened Staff on this bunny. And we can put the Darkened Aegis on our flower. We do want to attack first here. We have Crown Guard Inheritance. and this will reduce the cost of World Ender, so we could potentially play more cards. And we get the extra rally type of item.
This is the final war.
Because we gave the Dark Blade to the Egghead, he now has, we now have 2 Aatrox on board.
Yes! Oblivion!
This would literally never be useful. We can take the Yeti, not great, but potentially playable. And we'll take Spell Shield on Aatrox. And we'll go into Poro Sled. When the foe attacks, they summon an attacking random 1-cost Poro. I think this should be fine. When you fight it in Lysandro's adventure, those 1-cost Poros are like 5/5s. So hopefully this won't be the case. Play our Elkin. Give him the Darkened Staff. Way we can use it to block next round. Also let him survive Disciple of Shadows. Play our Cultist. Can't equip him this round. Can attack though.
Ask me about
Play our Egghead. He eats a stun. Give him the Dark Spear. We attack here. Likely the Mighty Portal will block. Okay, didn't. That's nice of them. We did get cost reduction on Aatrox there. We'll play him next round. And everything will live. We also got Keeper of the Box for healing. I think I'm gonna block one of these. Maybe I should block 2. Drop Aatrox, give him Challenger. Play Keeper of the Box, it'll get stunned. Equip him with the Darkened Staff. We do get an attack here. Aatrox is really the only thing we can attack.
what is
Okay.
this?
Decides to attack back. Now we're able to play Elder Dragon. We play World Ender here and end the game. I want to see if we can draw into a way to get some hit points back though. So pick up Aatrox's champion spell. That'll give us potentially 6 hit points back.
Now, where did that one run off to?
And we can attack with Keeper of the Box for his lifesteal as well. Anyway, I got a phone call, but we're going to go ahead and win the game here. So we can continue attacking and healing up. So this is basically the playstyle of Aatrox. His thing is he like almost dies, and then he heals to full, and then you win. So it's an interesting play pattern for sure. With the 6-star power, we do make enormous units, and we'll have a nice Elder Dragon here as well. I'm gonna take Moonlight Affliction. I feel like that's probably helpful for us. I don't even know what we're going up against. Oh, Ashe is kind of like a hard counter for Aatrox, but we'll deal with it when we get there. It's not a hard counter, it just slows us down a lot. So we have a choice between Champion Item Chest and Shop Power. I think we're kind of good on powers, and we do want cost reduction on Aatrox, which we find. And here we can get rid of our worst card. I'm going to pick Forsaken Bakai. And we'll go into Ashe. We took an extra copy of Forsaken Bakai, so this way we can just get rid of that. It does make us lean more heavily toward equipment in our deck, so we just have to be aware of that. And keep the Yeti in hand so we can start getting this cost reduced. And of course Ashe has Staunch Defender, which is unfortunate. But we can play our Egghead here.
Show them the way.
So Ashe starting with Ashe makes Ashe way more difficult for sure. But unlike Aurelion Soul's Adventure, when she levels up she won't double in power, so we have that going for us at least. We can put an equipment on this guy to give him 4 attack. It'll allow him to survive when we drop Aatrox. And we can give Aatrox Deathless. So one of the problems with Ashe is we're never going to be able to attack with Aatrox anymore after this round. As he's going to be frostbitten forever. And since Aatrox is basically the unit that we use to win the game, that makes it difficult. We're going to drop the Yeti here and give him Challenger. He'll be stunned because he cost reduced too low.
Gotcha.
We'll equip him. Also play the Blooming Cultist. And equip that. We do get an attack here. And so Aatrox's Death Sweep is not going to be useful to us.
They're out there. I'll spot them.
And here we can remove Ashe. He has 4 mana though, so potentially it could be replayed. I think we're just going to have to risk that. Yeah, here's second Ashe. Not surprising. So when Ashe attacks, it's going to level up. Might be dead. I can play the Darkened Ballista. on Aatrox. That'll give him some power.
I'll lead us to victory.
And we can block the most dangerous units here. And we can live that way. We have Violent Discord, which will play twice. That can kill one of the units there. Could use it to kill Ashe, actually. And
somehow spliced together.
I'll just play out our mana here. Play Cloud Drake. Give the Darkened Blade to a random unit.
A gift from Avarosa.
And we'll cast World Ender here. Could have attacked first. I'm not sure I had an attack there. Okay, now we're looking pretty good. I believe in my heart of hearts that if we just start removing units, our life will be good. So we created a second Aatrox, which allows us to play his champion spell.
There's a scent in the air. Can't afford to miss.
I know time has mended it, Captain.
I am freed.
Ready the torches.
And it's not a pretty win, but it is.
Light the signal fires. Finally, I am freed of this madness.
And we can take Natural Deathless on Aatrox is probably pretty good. We kind of get it anyway from Elder Dragon, like a third of the time. So it might be worth taking Phage, but I don't know, I think Deathless is probably worth one extra power. His hit points typically won't matter. Sharing his carrying is amazing. Zinneia, Steel Crescendo tends to be easier than Yeti Yearling, and I do want the champion item chest. It kind of depends how much mana this comes with. If it has a lot of mana, then we could be in a trouble. Because he can play cards very fast. We'll keep the Blooming Cultist, we can use that to block. I think I want to keep Furious Wielder as well to remove something from the board. This unfortunately gives us nothing to start with, but we can play Violent Discord perhaps. Yeah, save the mana, I guess. Instantly get hit for 10. Cool. Love that.
Through art, we remember what we fight for.
Kinda want to just eat this hit. No, let me play the Darkened Fan.
Take the stage.
I don't want to eat this hit, but I'm already committed. And I could attack here, but that would defeat the entire purpose. Oh, I'm dead. I'm just straight up dead. Okay. Unexpected. Sure, have 3 of them in your hand. Play them all for free. Gonna go ahead and say Yeti Yearling was the better choice. I mean, also I played really just, I don't know, passively. There's the word I'm looking for. Played really passively there. But I still did not expect that. That was crazy. Can drop Keeper of the Box here. We can use him for lifesteal next round. And because of the stun, we can't block. So his Zineias are down to 6 cost. We can block, but I don't know that we should block. I don't know that we shouldn't block. Really complicated. Gonna go ahead and use the Darkened Staff. That'll give him lifesteal. And then we can block now.
Look sharp, my darlings.
These moves are always on point.
Can just eat this hit. This guy's already going down to 0 either way. I'll get Challenger on Aatrox, killing all of my own units, but it does let me kill this guy over here. He plays him like 3 more times. Obviously, that's not going to be ideal for us. What a nightmare. Alright, we'll play Keeper of the Box. This gives Aatrox lifesteal. That's basically all we need to not worry about anything for the rest of the game. Put Darkened Staff on him. And we'll kill this guy so he can't attack with his blades. I have to play a card here so I don't lose it when this gets recalled.
You are nothing. All must end. To the reckoning.
Pledge to the dark within.
Great powers somehow splice together. I am the world ender! We are unshattered! All must end! After all these years, I can finally...
we'll take Scorched Earth here. And we get our champion item chest. Mana deposit sounds great. Quick Strike Blade actually isn't too bad on Aatrox because he's huge with a 6-star power. But it might still be not advisable. You can take 2 Vanguard Lookouts, that sounds pretty good. And we'll go towards this other chest, or other shop right there. Zephyr Sage can be pretty mean, so we'll have to see. We can keep the units down early, then we'll be okay. Might keep Moonlight Affliction in my hand. So Zephyr Sage's power is round start. The foe grants the lowest cost unit in their hand +3 and makes an exact copy. So if they do that enough times, it's really deadly. Because we have our 2 units here, we can just drop Aatrox on 1.
Final lesson.
Quietly.
I think I'm going to... Oh wait, I'll equip until next round. I'm just going to attack here.
Bring me tea to gain the strength of rivers.
As you can see, they already have a large amount of powerful units. That is just something that you have to deal with.
For too long have I butchered your status.
I'm watching you. How did that move go?
We use the Moonlight Affliction we picked up just to remove the units from the board. I think just open attacking here makes the most sense. It's gonna block Aatrox anyway, so may as well just drag it ahead of time.
My gifts cannot be refused, for they are not given.
I pray time has mended you, Captain.
Here, if we use Aatrox's champion spell, it'll reduce the cost of World Ender, so we don't have to worry about not being able to play World Ender. And since we have these guys equipped, we're going to become Darkened units as well.
Or said so.
Magnificent.
Yes! Oblivion!
And take an upgrade on Darkened Staff. Free Haunted Tomb probably isn't bad either. I've basically not spent rerolls, so let's get some value out of that here. We could use Cataclysm. I think that will probably win us the game. Hold them off seems like a good power. Makes it so we never have to deal with the strongest unit, which will probably be Yasuo. So Yasuo stunning us won't kill our unit. Presumably he's going to start with Staunch Defender, so he'll be on the board. Torn between taking this and just not adding more cards to my deck. I'm going to choose to not add cards to my deck. And we get rid of our worst card, which I believe is Cloud Grey. We go into Yasuo, who has Yasuo power. When the foe's units attack, stun the player's weakest unit, and foe draws 1. Actually, Caitlyn will probably be pretty funny into this, because forcing the opponents to draw means that you're triggering all of your traps. And we'll reroll everything because we want to have Aatrox in hand. So as predicted, he does have the Yasuo on board. That appears to be fine. Drop our Aatrox and remove him. And we can use the Darkened Staff to make one of our guys a little beefier. Bait Blade Twirler is something we're going to want to move basically as soon as possible. And we get the opportunity to do that, so we'll take it. Threats in this deck, I think, are Willa of Vionia, and he has a lot of Steel Tempest. I think he's out of Yasuo's, though. He didn't start with an extra 1 in hand. Nope, I'm wrong. Let's go ahead and just remove him from the game. Play a 0-cost unit here, and then we can attack for everything. It's not like super productive for this guy to attack, but still better than not. We reduce the cost of our champion spell, so we'll cast it again. And we do have 1 mana, which means we can play World Ender. And win the game. What we've learned here today is the Zinneia node is crazy, and we probably shouldn't go that direction. And aside from that, like, the adventure feels, I think, roughly fair. Ashe was a little difficult as well. Yasuo may have been difficult if we didn't, make him not exist. Did I say Ashe or Yasuo there? I have no idea. It gives less XP than Aurelion Soul, which doesn't really make sense to me considering it's harder than Aurelion Soul, or a higher star rating at least. And aside from that, that's it. So we completed it 1 time, we get 40 Yasuo shards for doing that, and the next time we do it, we'll get 1,000 Stardust. And that is all. Thank you for watching. If you like what I'm doing, like and subscribe, and otherwise I will see you in the next one.